Welcome back to the news, where we bring you the biggest stories happening right now. We start with major leadership news as Ducati India makes a significant move. Amit Chauhan has officially been appointed as the new head of marketing for Ducati India, taking the reins after a decade of dedication to the brand. We dive into how this seasoned veteran, with his extensive background in digital strategy and brand building, is set to shape the future marketing landscape for this global powerhouse. This appointment signals a major strategic shift, and we explore what this means for Ducati's presence across the market.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we switch gears entirely to the high-stakes world of racing. Michael Dunlop has made a surprising move regarding his machinery for the Isle of Man TT. The most successful Isle of Man TT racer has withdrawn his Ducatis from the Northwest 20 races, even amidst recent news about a factory Ducati partnership. We look at the uncertainty surrounding his plans for the TT itself and what alternative machines he might be considering to keep his competitive edge. The racing drama continues with Glenn Irwin facing technical hurdles. Glenn Irwin, who has racked up 11 Superbike wins at the Northwest 200, had seriously considered withdrawing from this year's event. We go into the details of the initial technical problems he experienced with his new V4 Ducati at Oulton Park, and how he navigated those teething issues to ultimately secure a strong performance in the race. And finally, we wrap up with some exciting automotive news. Looking at the street side, a 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4 S is hitting the market. This specific model, with 14,000 kilometers on the clock, is available for sale by a private seller in Toronto, Ontario. If you are considering upgrading your ride or looking for a piece of Ducati history, we have the details on this machine and how you can get a TD insurance quote today. Stay with us for more breaking news. Ducati India has announced a significant leadership appointment, naming Amit Chauhan as the new head of marketing for the region. The move marks a new chapter for Chauhan after more than a decade with the renowned motorcycle brand. Chauhan officially announced his transition on LinkedIn, expressing gratitude for the opportunity. 10 years with the greatest motorcycle brand on the planet, and now a new chapter begins as head of marketing at Ducati India. Grateful to my colleagues across India, APAC, and Italy for continuing to fuel the passion for what truly is the best job in the world. Chauhan brings extensive experience to the role, having been associated with Ducati India for over 10 years. He most recently served as the marketing manager since 2019. His background includes previous roles as a marketing consultant for the brand, where he specialized in critical areas such as digital strategy, media planning, public relations, and experiential marketing. Prior to joining Ducati India, Chauhan honed his expertise at Blogworks, where he managed marketing initiatives for major brands including Harley-Davidson and Sennheiser. This appointment signals Ducati India's continued focus on leveraging deep brand passion and comprehensive marketing expertise to drive future growth. Michael Dunlop, the most successful Isle of Man TT racer, has withdrawn his Ducati machinery from this week's Northwest 20 races, signaling uncertainty regarding his plans for the upcoming TT. This decision comes shortly after he announced a factory Ducati partnership for the Superbike and Superstock classes. Dunlop has also suggested he might explore alternative machinery for the TT rather than continuing with Ducatis. The switch to Ducati was not entirely unexpected, considering Ducati's limited success at the TT. Although Dunlop had previously secured victories for the marque in the Supersport class just last year. This year holds significant importance for Ducati as the company celebrates its 100th anniversary, and the deal represents a major commitment from Dunlop, especially given Ducati's relative absence from TT winners' circles despite its dominance in other superbike racing. Speaking just before practice at his home race in Northern Ireland, Dunlop explained that they had not yet had sufficient time to prepare the V4 Panigale machine for road use. He stated that with the new full WSBK Ducati V4R version arriving late, the team intends to continue testing and developing the bike further before it is introduced to the road. This move aligns with previous reports from last weekend's British Superbike test at Oulton Park and Dunlop's established history of late bike changes to ensure he is on the most competitive package for his self-run team. If this trend extends to the TT, a possibility given the tight scheduling between the Northwest 200 and TT practice, it would mark the third instance where Dunlop has indicated running Ducati machinery at the TT only to change his mind. Moving forward, the exact machinery Dunlop will utilize to replace the Ducatis remains unclear, with both Honda and BMW options available. While he has a long-standing relationship with British Superbike team Hawk Racing, and their Honda bikes are present in the Northwest 200 paddock, Dunlop has also shared images of BMW Superstock bikes he has previously used, including one run earlier this month at the Cookstown 100 road race. Glenn Irwin has indicated he considered withdrawing from this year's Northwest 200 event following initial technical difficulties encountered with his new V4 Ducati during the opening round of the British Superbike Championship at Oulton Park. Irwin had struggled in the initial stages, finishing 12th in Sunday's race and failing to complete Race 2 before improving to secure a 5th-place finish in Race 3 once he became more satisfied with his machine. The Carrickfergus rider is returning to the Northwest after a one-year hiatus and is focused on improving his record of 11 Superbike wins at the event, a streak spanning from 2017 to 2024. When questioned by Stephen Watson of channel YouTube NI, Irwin confirmed his consideration to pull out, stating, "Yes, that would be correct." Irwin explained that he had a constructive discussion with his team and Mervyn White, the NW200 event director, on Sunday evening regarding the issues. He described the problems as teething, noting that some components arrived on the bike that did not function correctly from the outset. Issues such as missing gears were encountered during the initial races, which presented challenges on the circuit. However, Irwin confirmed that these issues have since been resolved, adding that there was no need to dwell on them as the bike was performing strongly by Race 3, resulting in a performance nearly as strong as any other competitor at Oulton Park. The 36-year-old rider expressed confidence for the upcoming week on the north coast of Northern Ireland, stating that his level is high enough to return to challenging for the front in British Superbikes, which is a priority for him this week. A 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4 S is currently listed for sale by a private seller in Toronto, Ontario, with an asking price of $19,300. The motorcycle has been registered with 14,000 kilometers on the odometer and is being offered in both street and standard configurations. The listing was found on Auto Trader, where interested parties can track the vehicle for price updates. Additionally, the content promotes users to obtain a TD insurance quote online for this specific vehicle to assess potential savings.